tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it kill it and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you said.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd and 7, Bradford going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down.
First down, Raiders.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Bradford, he's letting this one, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Will Fuller, 45 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. There's a part now. I go 15, Mike, 15. Hey, orbit. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Step.
On 1st and 10, Cantrell. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First week of the preseason, probably not the pass, the impression that the rookie wants to leave right there.
Yeah, no probably about it, because that's not what you want to do to try and impress your new coaching staff, try to impress your locker room, and most importantly, yourself. Probably spent all night last night saying, don't throw an interception early. Make sure you take care of the football. And now he's got it out of the way. Hopefully he can just settle in and move on. I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Bradford. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Go. Leo. Get it.
From the gun, Cantrell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready up.
57's the mic.
Hey, watch the ball. Ready. Mike, 57.
Here we go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Back to throw. Cantrell. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
This is Jones. And an alley to run. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
You can't block me.
61, matchbox lights.
They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
58, boys, 58.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
57's Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
Cut. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. I got one. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Looking to throw. Cantrell. It's caught here by Adams. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA's. Sports.
Raiders 7, Packers nothing.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Hey.
Check the call, check the call. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Back to throw. Cantrell. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A first carry for Samaje Perine. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Now it's the backup Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First down, Raiders.
Here goes Hunt.
44's Mike. Check, check.
Check right, check right. Where, lady? Smooth.
44, Mike.
A first down throw, Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
Tight dog.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
42. I got one. You got to get the ball. See, you get the ball right here. Go.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Come on, QB, come on. 24 is the mic.
Hey, I-7.
So don't say nothing.
22.
To throw on second down. Cantrell. He's going to sling this deep down into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second and 9, Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Now the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Darnold now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. Here's Pirine. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was looking for Daniels that time. But now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 36. Mike 36. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch 36. 36 to Mike.
Don't let him breathe. Young lady. Breathe.
And Darnold just beating the play clock. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. 1:50 left to go in the second quarter. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Steps away. He'll find his running back. It's Jalen Richard. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great. Let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. 2nd and 10. Looking deep for Hilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Exit.
Operating from the gun, Cantrell. He's got Adams on the hookup. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up the 1st down.
Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
X3, 218, chop it. Go.
From the shotgun to give to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
I got you, son. I got you.
You draw quarters.
You're all mine.
Check. 5.
2nd and 2. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike spot 4. Here we go. Right there.
Ready?
On 3rd and 2, Cantrell. It's caught. Jones. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw. Check, check. Box 54. Box 54. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, they scared. They scared. Mike.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 54.
Now.
From the gun, Cantrell looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Man, I got you. 54 is Mike.
Again.
2nd and 9 now. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Mike 54.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Hey, Charlie.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shoot.
From the gun on 3rd down, Cantrell. Through an opening, and there he goes. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener.
Come on now. Let's go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time, one play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing again, Cantrell. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cantrell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now Darnold. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure, all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the screen. Pass. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Adams has it, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 2nd down, it's Jones.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mike 54. Mike 54. He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
They'll set up a throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. Mullins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Bravo!
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Come to my world. We want it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Cantrell. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
2nd down and 10, Darnold. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Hits his running back, Pirine. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Darnold to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Kevin King with a pick, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, exit.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Go.
In your face. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Let's go.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Complete to Jones. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Check back, check back.
Hey, echo. Go. Yes.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Haywood.
Looking to throw. Cantrell. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Right there, 54, right there. 54 Mike.
Hey, check.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Go.
From the gun, Cantrell. Eluding the pressure right. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
60 outlaw.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, hold it.
Mike 54, Mike 54.
Yo, go.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
5.
Operating from the gun, Cantrell. And that's complete to Adams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
54.
Go.
Check, watch 54, watch 54.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check, Mike.
Ready.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's complete to Jones. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
That's going to be a long day. That's going to be a long day. Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4.
We got it.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike.
Go.
You can't block me.
Snap.
Back to throw. Cantrell. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jay Sternberger there to make the grab. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
I know I'm not supposed to ask questions in this situation. I'm supposed to have answers. But I have to ask, with so many people in such a small area here in the red zone, I can't imagine how they lose a guy of his size and he finds his way open for a touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And the Raider first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a carry for Pirine. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now Pirine. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down and 4. Darnold. It's Williams on the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw, Darnold. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
Watch 36 to Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys.
On first down, Darnold. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Again, Darnold to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
They'll look to run with Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Well, obviously you can take the field goal here and tie it, or you can be gutsy. What are you doing?
Oh, man, come on. Let's be gutsy. Let's go get it, because to me, after this drive in this spot, a field goal feels like a disappointment. Go get it done, and let your team know you're with them.
17-17 the score, all even to this point as it kicks away. This one fielded at the 5. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat, the 30. And he's going to take it all the way into the end zone. What a return, and they've taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jonathan Allen in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. You never want to give up a sack. And from the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
They'll look to throw. Open man, it's Preston Williams. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Now, how about that? Rattled by a big play in the previous snap, they bounce back, and that's exactly what they needed defensively, getting a big play of their own.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. Open man is Holmes. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Darnold now to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Defense. Hey, you got to get moving, man. Red lady.
And here we go on fourth. Darnold. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
Down. 10-2 soft. Hey, wahoo. Now.
All down, baby, all down. Hey, watch that, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Defense wins championships, baby. Mike 54.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Get it.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Complete to Hilton. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Cantrell. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the fourth quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not as...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Kevin King with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening